Have you ever looked at your phone, seen a specific name flashing on the screen, and felt a heavy weight in your stomach? You know that if you answer, you will spend the next hour listening to a never-ending list of complaints. You will hear about their difficult boss, their annoying neighbor, or their bad luck, over and over again. By the time you hang up, you feel completely exhausted. You feel like a battery that has been drained to 0%. In this moment, you are being used as an emotional dump. Someone is dropping their heavy baggage and negative energy into your life without ever offering support in return. It is a deeply frustrating situation. You want to be a kind, supportive friend, but you also need to guard your own precious emotional resources. If you stay silent and let them vent for hours, you end up feeling invisible, unrespected, and quietly resentful. Today we are going to learn how to handle these social energy vampires gracefully and firmly. We will explore how to set clear boundaries, so you can stop saying yes when your whole soul is screaming no. Before we look at the specific tools, let us understand why we struggle to stop these negative conversations. Many of us are socialized from a young age to be people pleasers. We are taught that keeping the peace and making others happy is our primary responsibility. We fall into a cognitive trap. We desperately want to avoid being labeled as selfish, rude, or cold. We believe that if we cut someone off, or tell them we cannot listen, we are being a bad person. But here is a key principle you should remember forever. Whenever you say yes to an unreasonable demand out of obligation, you are actively saying no to your own peace, your time, and your mental health. Setting healthy boundaries is not selfish. It is an essential act of self-respect. When you begin to respect your own energy, other people will naturally learn to respect it as well. Imagine this picture clearly. You are at home, finally relaxing after a long day. A friend calls. They start complaining about the same problem they have talked about for months. You want to help, but you simply do not have the energy for a 2-hour marathon of negativity. In this situation, you can use the time box method. Instead of letting the conversation go on forever, you dictate the limit of your time right at the beginning. I can see you are going through a difficult time. I have about 10 minutes to listen right now, but then I must return to my personal tasks. Why does this work so brilliantly? It uses phrase 5 from our toolkit to balance compassion with boundary setting. You are showing genuine empathy by acknowledging their difficult time, but you are also stating a firm limit. By giving them a specific time box like 10 minutes, you are being a supportive person without sacrificing your entire evening. You are communicating that your time is valuable and high priority. Imagine this picture clearly. You are at home, finally relaxing after a long day. A friend calls. They start complaining about the same problem they have talked about for months. You want to help, but you simply do not have the energy for a 2-hour marathon of negativity. In this situation, you can use the time box method. Instead of letting the conversation go on forever, you dictate the limit of your time right at the beginning. I can see you are going through a difficult time. I have about 10 minutes to listen right now, but then I must return to my personal tasks. Why does this work so brilliantly? It uses phrase 5 from our toolkit to balance compassion with boundary setting. You are showing genuine empathy by acknowledging their difficult time, but you are also stating a firm limit by giving them a specific time boxes like 10 minutes. You are being a supportive person without sacrificing your entire evening. You are communicating that your time is valuable and high priority. Scenario 2, the energy crash. The rain check. Now, imagine a different scenario. You are in the middle of a very stressful week at work. You feel overwhelmed and tired. Suddenly, a colleague walks up to your desk, or calls you. They want to dump their drama and negative feelings on you immediately. In this moment, you might not have even 1 minute of emotional energy to give. You are not in the right headspace to be a good listener. If you force yourself to listen, you will only feel more resentful. This is the perfect time for the rain check. You can say, I am not in the right headspace to give you the attention you deserve right now. Can we catch up another time when I am feeling more refreshed? This is phrase 6, and it is incredibly powerful because it is honest. You are not sounding lazy or unhelpful. Instead, you are framing your refusal as a way to provide better support later. You are telling them that because you value the relationship, you want to wait until you can actually give them the attention they deserve. This is an elegant way to protect your mental health while remaining professional and kind. The 3 golden rules for a smooth refusal. To ensure your boundaries are effective and don't hurt your relationships, you must follow 3 structural golden rules. Do not over-explain. This is the most important rule. The moment you provide an endless list of excuses or reasons why you can't listen, the energy vampires will try to solve your excuses to extract a yeses. If you say I can't talk because I'm cooking dinner, they might say, oh, I'll just talk while you cook. State your position clearly and keep it brief. A personal boundary is a complete sentence. You do not owe anyone a long explanation. 2. Use I statements. Avoid accusatory language, like you are being too demanding, or you always complain. This triggers a defensive reaction and causes conflict. Instead, shift the focus entirely to yourself. Say, I am not able to take this on right now, or, I need some quiet time. By using I statements, you are simply sharing your own reality, rather than attacking theirs. 3. The positive sandwich. Wrap your refusal between two pleasant positive statements. Start with gratitude or empathy. I really appreciate you reaching out to me. Then, state your firm boundary, but I cannot talk right now. Finally, conclude with warm wishes. I hope your afternoon gets better, and let's talk soon. This sandwich makes the boundary much easier for the other person to swallow. The power of nonverbal boundaries. Sometimes, you can stop an emotional drainer before they even start. Your body language can act as a physical shield. If someone is walking toward you with venting energy, you can use the stop hand gesture. Subtly raise one hand with your palm facing slightly outward while you finish a task. This signals weights without you having to break your own flow. Additionally, maintain an assertive posture. Lean forward slightly, or keep your chin up. An assertive posture projects confidence and makes people much less likely to treat you like a dumping grounds in the first place. Final thoughts in your practice. Reclaiming your emotional space is not about being aggressive or argumentative. It is about self-respect and clear communication. Your peace of mind and your mental health deserve to be heard and protected just as much as anyone else's. Remember, setting boundaries is a practical skill. It functions just like a physical muscle. The first time you tell an energy vampire, I only have 10 minutes, it might feel awkward, uncomfortable and heavy, but the more you exercise this muscle, the stronger, more natural, and more empowering it becomes. Start small today. Pick one phrase like the time boxes or the rain check, and practice it in a low-stakes situation. Stand in front of a mirror and say it out loud until it feels like yours. You deserve clear boundaries, and you deserve to own your time. Stop saying yes to the drain, and start saying yes to your own peace.